All right, you guys, I'll get us going. Let me just. Okay. Is that Kelly? No, oh, Katie. And then Will. Hi, Will. I didn't meet you, sorry. I was running around. Okay, friends. Ollie, do you have a spot? Do you need a spot? Do you need a spot? Okay. Want to come up here? Would you mind being in the front? Don't be scared. Usually there are people. Christina, can you scoot back just a tid? Let her get in that corner. Baby, I'm putting you in a corner. I'm sorry. Today only. Are you okay right there? Okay. All right, my friends. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for doing this on your Thanksgiving morning. My name's Katie. Most of you know me. There's some new faces in here. Since I have new faces, I'll say my give my sell, my hard sell. So I have 2 retreats that I need to sell like 1 or 2 more spots for. So Sundance, I have the first weekend in December. So coming up here very quickly. It's just a Friday to a Sunday. So super easy to just zoom down after work on Friday, be back for work on Monday. There will be like 30 people. We have this massive cabin with a big hot tub and lots of fun activities happening. So yeah, that's the first weekend in December. And then first kind of week of January, the 5th to the 11th of January, I have my El Salvador retreat. So that one I have 1 more room left for. So if you are interested, I have both the flyers out on the desk. And then I'll just shout you out, Carly. So we have Carly here in class today, and she's going to be joining our little collective of teachers. I haven't taken her class for years, but I still remember taking her class like probably 7 or 8 years ago because I really liked it. And I don't like a lot of teachers, very picky. So she's a really good teacher. And she's going to be doing the sister class to my Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. class. So Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. she'll also be teaching her version maybe of Chill Vibes, whatever that may look like. I don't even see you in here, Jenny. Jenny's also here. She teaches here Sundays, 4:30, Restore and Sound, right? And yeah, she's amazing. Like your Restore and Sound is my favorite thing you do. So if you like to just come and melt, you should come to Jenny's Sunday 4:30 class. Okay, let's do yoga. So go ahead, and if you're not already in a comfortable seat, find your way there. And I always like to move my body just a little bit to feel my physicality a little bit. So maybe you want to stretch your arms up. Maybe you want to take a little twist or just roll out your shoulders, roll your head around. And then no rush, but eventually just find stillness. Let your hands come down to rest somewhere, some way, intentionally. Feel into the length in your spine, lengthen the back of your neck. Draw up through the crown of your head. Close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. And just really take these first few moments to fully arrive in this space. So obviously we're all here physically. Let's see if you can really allow yourself to be here mentally, emotionally, energetically. So whatever you've got going later today for now, just falls away. And simply feel your body on your mat. Feel sensations. See if you can even go a little bit deeper. Notice energy and emotions that are present. If there are emotions present, let go of any stories around them and just feel into the raw sensation. So feel it in your body. Just get curious. If you haven't already, start to tune into your breath even more. Maybe you visualize your breath using your imagination. And next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. And when you think you are full, hold. Take an extra little sip at the top. And then big open mouth sigh. Let it go. Ah. Good. Do that twice more. So inhale, fill up. As big as you can get. Fill every little space. Expand, inflate, hold. And big sigh, release. Ah. Very nice. One last time. So biggest inhale of your entire morning. Breathe all the way down into your toes, out into your fingers, up into the crown of your head. Hold. And this time, see if you can take 2 extra sips. Open your mouth, let it out. Good job. Seal your lips now and begin to cultivate Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi is a Sanskrit term. It means vibrant. So vibrant breath. What does it feel like in your body? Ujjayi breath is in and out through your nose, but it's not a typical nostril breath. It moves through the back of your throat, and that's where you really hear it. So you constrict the muscles in the back of your throat that you constrict when you whisper or when you gasp or when you hum. You start to create a little whisper noise as you breathe in and out. So although this breath is vibrant and strong and powerful and dynamic, it's also slow and steady and calming and regulating for our nervous system. See if you can use this breath throughout your practice to guide your movement, to power you from the inside, but also to signal to your body that everything is safe, that you are okay to relax and soften around discomfort or soften around challenge. So that's the yoga, that's the practice. You can stay here a little longer. You can stay here the entire time if you want. You can come back to your seated meditation at any time. If you are ready to begin moving, come forward to hands and knees. So tabletop position. And from hands and knees, just move any way your body wants to move. So intuitive movement. An invitation to close your eyes and let go of what anybody else is doing. And just feel into your own body. So if you have that voice in your head that says, am I doing this right? Is anybody watching me? Do I look weird? That voice for now, for the next 75 minutes, it just gets to go away. And you get to feel what it feels like to live in your body, to feel your spine, to feel your shoulders, your hips, your hands, your fingers, your toes. So give yourself about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. Moving in whatever way calls to you. And then eventually, downward facing dog is our destination. So you can start a transition back in your own time, in your own way. Once you are back in your down dog, keep exploring, keep feeling around. So maybe you pedal out your heels, maybe you give your head a little shake or a little nod. Back in your down dog, see if you can find your strong center, your core. So imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. Maybe it feels good to bend your knees a lot. Maybe it feels good to pedal out your heels. Yes, beautiful, friends. And then just quickly, a question from me to you. If you would rather not have any hands-on adjustment, if you would like a hands-off practice today, just let me know by lifting one of your legs in the air. Okay, thank you very much. Take a couple more rounds in your down dog. And now, if you want to lift one leg in the air just to explore, and then the other leg, go for it. It's a big, deep breath, lots of length, lots of space. Beautiful. Take one more inhalation. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, hang out in your fold for a few rounds. Maybe a ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows, kind of sway or bob or bounce. Invitation to bring your feet at least hips width distance apart for this first fold. Make sure all of your toes face forward. You can have a little or even a big bend in your knees. And even if you have a big bend in your knees, see if you can bring your weight a little more forward into your toes and the balls of your feet rather than rocking back into your heels. And then use that connection to your center, that invisible rope pulling up on your belly button. It's pulling straight up now. See if you can use your core strength to lift your butt a little higher. Let the crown of your head get closer to the ground. Take one more round in your fold. Next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift position. So stick your butt out, reach the crown of your head forward, spine parallel to the earth. Exhale, let it go. Do that once more, halfway lift, inhale. Lots of length. Exhale, bow and fold. Beautiful. This time, take it all the way to stand. Arms overhead as you inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. Beautiful. Let's flow for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart, dive down slowly, fold in. Halfway lift as you breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Tammy. Exhale, let it go. All the way to emptiness, connect to your center, press into your feet, rise back up. See if you can lead with your heart, arms reach up, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. One more, just like that. Maybe close your eyes, inhale, reach, high mountain. Hinge at your hips, slow dive. So feel your body moving through space. It's called proprioception. Inhale, spinal extension. Get all the rounding out of your back. See if you can feel the length in the back and the sides of your neck as well. Exhale, fold. Nice, Will. From the press of your feet, take it all the way back up so your core is engaged as you rise. Arms reach, breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. Pause here. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and spin your left palm to face towards the windows. See if you can sway your hips first to the left and then pull your upper body to the right. You can lift your right foot if you want and reach your right tiptoes out to the right. So most of your weight is in your left foot and especially press into the inner edge of left foot. Yes, beautiful. Pull with your right arm, but resist with your left arm. So if you were to let go right now, your arms would slingshot apart. Take one more round, big deep breath. Like a crescent moon with your body. Nice, Andy. Inhale, come back to center, both feet on your mat, switch your grip. So grab your right wrist and then take it up and over. More weight this time in your right foot. Press into the inner edge especially. Reach your left toes out to the left if you want. Keep your right shoulder back and down, plugged into the socket. Nice, Eileen. Breathe into your right waistline. Breathe into the space between your ribs. One more round here. Inhale, back to center, both feet on your mat. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. So shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And even if you don't usually do this, today, bend your elbows a lot. With your elbows really bent, press your palms together like they're suction cupped. And then imagine your elbows are magnetized to each other, squeeze them closer. Now keep all of that and imagine just your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull just your fingers apart. You should feel what's called muscle energy happening in your arms right now. See if you can keep that and start to reach your hands back away from your body. Possibly even add a little back bend. So puff up your chest, press your hips forward, but hug in with your inner thighs to protect low back. Beautiful. One more big inhale. Nice, Mikhail. Exhale. Keep your clasp, but hinge at your hips. Take it all the way down. So forward fold with your fingers interlaced. A big bend in your knees might be helpful. Relax your neck. Let your head be heavy. Maybe even give your head a little shake, yes or no. Yes, very nice. Take one more inhalation. Lift your knuckles, lift your sit bones. Nice, Chris. Exhale, hands to low back first, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Maybe give them a little shaky shake. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension. So spine nice and long. Realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, plank position. Pause right here for a moment. Spread your fingers really, really wide and push the ground away. See if you can take little rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. So your belly is strong, navel to spine. Your shoulders are strong. Push the ground away. If you want to come to your knees to modify, feel free. Take a little rock forward as you inhale. So you're on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your elbows a little bit lower, just 1 or 2 inches. Inhale, straighten your arms, press back up, high plank. Exhale, do that one more time, but a little lower, 2 or 3 inches. Yes, straighten your arms, press back up. This time, chaturanga hold. So see if you can go halfway down. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push up. Very nice. This time all the way to your belly. Exhale, lower slowly. 3, 2, 1. Take any back bend variation you would like to open your heart. So maybe baby cobra, Spider-Man cobra, Sphinx, up dog. And then eventually downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. You'll have about 5 rounds here, so feel free to move and explore in any way you like. Good job, friends. All right. Listen carefully. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, walk your hands to the back of your yoga mat until you find yourself in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Once you are at the back of your yoga mat, bring your feet out to the width of your mat, so nice and wide. Keep all of your toes facing forward. As you inhale, bend your knees a lot, stick your butt out. See if you can keep your fingertips on the ground, but gaze forward or gaze down. So back of your neck is long. So I want you to feel like a football player and you're about to hike the ball underneath your legs. Take one more inhale here. Stick your butt out, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, see if you can lift your butt up, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Don't roll onto the outer edges of your feet. Inhale, bend your knees, lengthen. So back and forth a few more times like that. Exhale, fold, lift your sit bones high. Crown towards the ground. Press into the inner edges of your feet as well. Back and forth, couple more with your breath. Weight is in your heels as your butt sits back. And weight comes slightly forward into the balls of your feet, pads of your toes as you fold. Good job, friends. Next time you are in your fold, hang out there. From this place, see if you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right ankle. Left hand, right ankle, and then right arm to the sky, little twist. If it is available, you can wrap your right arm behind you, and maybe you start to work more of a forward fold. So like you're folding over your left leg, draping your torso over your left leg. Take a couple more rounds wherever you are at, your pose, your expression. Nice job. And then ever so slowly let it go and find your way to the other side. So right hand outside of left ankle, left arm to the sky. And then if you want, wrap your left arm behind your back. Maybe drape your torso over your left leg. Yes. Beautiful poses. Good variations. Use your breath. Lift your hips high. One more deep breath to work the twist from the inside all the way to emptiness. And then let it go. Nice work. Halfway lift position. Keep your feet wide. From your halfway lift, plant your hands or your fingertips and crawl them forward until you're in a plank position with your feet wide. So plank pose, feet at the width of your yoga mat. Pause. See if you can hover your right foot, nothing else moves. Right foot hovers. Maybe see if you can get lighter on your left fingertips. Reach your left arm forward, teeter-totter pose. So it's okay if you teeter-totter, if you wobble. Hug towards midline, one more inhale. And then set everything back down, plank pose. Your feet are still wide. See if you can try it on the other side. So hover left foot. Maybe lift up to right fingertips. Maybe reach right arm forward. Awesome, Callie. Nice, Samantha. Beautiful, you guys. Take one more big inhale. Plank or modified plank. You can adjust if you want. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale to slowly lower down. 3, 2, 1. This time, everybody Spider-Man Cobra. So hands frame your yoga mat up on your fingertips. Elbows face the sky. Lift your heart. Doesn't have to be super high. Exhale, twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Good. Nice and wide with your hands. Inhale through center. So it's like a micro shoulder pigeon. Exhale, twist. Good. Go one more time each way. Move with your own breath. Feel into your shoulders. Feel into your upper body. Side bodies, lower body. Beautiful. Nice reach. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. And then however you want to make the transition, downward facing dog. All right, take just a moment, lengthen, walk out your dog. There's my coffee. Great big huge inhale. And then exhale, look to the top of your space, step or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Rise all the way up, arms overhead as you breathe in. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, we're gonna play with balance. Inhale, high mountain, root into your right foot and lift your left knee up, standing staff. The left knee lifts, hug in with your inner thighs. Flexion through your left toes, other left leg. Yes. So right foot is your base, left knee is lifted. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, slow motion, low lunge. See if you can touch fingers and toes down at the exact same time. Inhale, back to standing staff, root into right foot and rise. If you'd like, you can extend your left leg forward for more intensity. Exhale, back to low lunge. So back and forth just like that. Yes, good. Root into your right foot as you transition. Stay connected to your center. Nice work. Move with your own breath, slowly, mindfully. Fingers and toes touch down at the exact same time. Very nice. Take 2 more rounds. Let the heat build in your right leg. Nice, Ali. Good. Beautiful, everyone. Awesome, Bailey. Next time, please don't hurry, but next time you're in low lunge, stay there. Low lunge with your right foot forward. And then from your low lunge, Invitation to bring your back knee down gently. If it helps, you can double up your mat, fold it over for a little extra cushion. Hands to the inside of right foot. Walk your right foot out really wide, maybe even off of your yoga mat. So see if you can let your hips melt down and lift your heart up. Maybe come up to your fingertips, or maybe use a block under your hands. Try not to put a lot of weight in your hands. So rather than using your arms to take weight out of your legs, just use your arms for a little bit of support. Heart lifts, let your hips melt down. Good. If it helps, you can pivot your right toes out to the right. You could even roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Just keep your ankle really strong. Beautiful. Breathe. Soften around sensation. So you're not trying to make the sensation go away. You're just allowing it to be there, and breathe into it. Tell your body with those big, deep breaths, you're safe, everything's okay, no need to tighten up or tense up. Ah, and that's the practice. Last couple of rounds. Out your mouth with your exhales if you'd like. Nice, Steve. Good job, you guys. All right, bottom of your next exhalation, come back to a regular low lunge. So work your right foot back to midline. You'll be framing it. Curl your back toes and lift your back knee. And then rise, crescent lunge. So strong legs as you rise up. High on the ball of your back foot. Energetically hug in. So energetically pull your front hip back, back hip forward, and feel your strong foundation. Nice, Lucy. Feel a little tone in your belly. So draw your belly button back and up, and it should almost feel like you have a brace around your middle. Lift through your heart. Maybe even take your gaze up. Beautiful. One more big inhale. As you exhale, twist left arm forward, right arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. Imagine even more that you are pulling front hip back, back hip forward. So you're pulling energetically your back thigh towards the front wall. See if you can twist from your belly button, from your center. If you want a balance challenge, gaze back over your right shoulder. Take one last round, maybe get a little bit lower. Good, now listen. Bring your right forearm across your low back. Square your shoulders towards the front of the room. Reach your left arm up. Reach your left arm back up and slightly back. So lift your heart, puff up your chest, and see if you can really feel the length all the way down into the front of your left hip. Back knee stays bent. One more big inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right hand down. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat, wide-legged straddle. Anywhere you'd like to go here. So you do you for about 5 to 7 breaths. Maybe that means you hang out and breathe, a little more restorative. Or maybe play around. You could twist, Skandasana, headstand. See if you can get out of your head. So rather than, what's everybody doing? Is anybody looking at me? Am I doing it right? Just feel your body. What happens if I bend my knees more? What happens if I bring my weight forward or take my weight back? Feel around. Ah, good job, friends. Last couple of breaths. Fingertips to the ground if they're not there already. And then crawl your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift position. Realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, both feet to the back of your mat, plank position. Pause in your plank, Vashisthasana, side plank, right hand is your base. So roll into the baby toe edge of your right foot, or if your right knee comes down to modify, wonderful. So your personal fullest expression. Lift your hips as high as you can, and maybe reach your left arm forward. Yes, maybe float your left leg up. Lift your hips even higher, beautiful Beth. There's a variation you're into. Go for it, one last round. Slowly come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Find your strength. Push the ground away. Slowly lower for 3. Strong straight line. 2, 1. Stay low. Baby cobra. So lift using back strength rather than arm strength. Lift with your back strength rather than butt strength. So see if you can keep the tops of your feet pushing down. Lift your hands, reach your hands back. So shoelaces are pushing into the ground. Spread your toes and press your toenails down. Yes. So you're using your back strength rather than your glutes. Now, invitation to bend your elbows. Turn your palms towards each other and try to squeeze your elbows closer. See if you can feel your mid-back muscles come to life and lift you a little bit higher. One more inhale, lift, lift, lift. Nice, stand. Exhale, let it go. Take a moment. Maybe you give your hips a little rock side to side, or even windshield wiper your shins. Find your own way back to down dog in your next few breaths. So if that means moving through a few cat-cows, maybe grabbing a quick child's pose or drink of water. See you back in down dog in about 4 or 5 breaths. So just take a moment, feel your body. What can you notice? How can you respond? A lot of people think they don't have a relationship with their body because something's wrong with them or something. Really? We don't have a relationship with our body because we are conditioned out of it. We are conditioned out there in the world into our minds. We do everything with our minds out there. So to have a relationship with your body, just like any other relationship, it takes time and consistency in showing up. So when you show up here on your mat and slow down and tune in and get curious about all those different sensations inside of you, that is how we connect. That is how we form a relationship with what is going on inside of us. From your down dog, good poses. From your down dog, right leg to the sky. And then peel your hip open. So bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. See if you can feel the outside of your right butt cheek firing. It's called your medial glute. Very nice. Take one more inhale, lift it a little higher. You can stay if you want, otherwise exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come, push the ground away. Inhale back up, see if you can open your hip again. So learn to articulate through your hip joint. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, get as high as you can. Thanks, Christina. Inhale back up. Now, everybody, exhale, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly and softly step forward, low lunge. Right into standing splits. So right foot roots down, left leg lifts up, standing splits. It's just like a one-legged forward fold. So just like you would do in a forward fold, let your neck relax. Feel your core. Use it to lift you up out of your leg. Take one more inhale, left leg high, spread your toes. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, get small. Yes. Inhale, re-extend. If you want, you can take a little handstand hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. Curl in, get small. Left knee tucks into the back of right knee. Inhale, re-extend. Last one, if you want, you can take a little hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. Now listen. From Shiva squat, right hand grabs left foot. So lift your right hand and grab your left foot behind you. Once you've got your left foot, see if you can start to stand up. So root into your right foot, slowly rise. Once you feel like you found some balance, you're focusing your gaze. Twisted dancer pose is where we're heading. So see if you can kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Maybe lift your heart, hug in with your inner thighs. Beautiful. Nice. Spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. Breathe, soften your face. One last round. Nice, Andrea. All right, we're gonna come back the same way we came in. So Shiva squat, see if you can meet back in a Shiva squat. From Shiva squat, one last time, left leg high, just get some length. And then forward fold, set your left foot down. Give your legs a little shaky shake or pedal out your heels. Nice work. Bring your big toes together to touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So get small, butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. And you can either choose to press your heels down to work your ankle flexibility, or lift your heels up to work strength and balance. If you're lifting your heels, higher you can get your heels, lower you can get your butt, closer you can get your nose to your knees. Maybe wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big squeeze, big hug. Breathe into your back body. One last big deep breath. All the way to empty. Find your center as you exhale. Halfway lift. Heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you prefer. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, and let's take it all the way up. Arms overhead. Breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. Just for a moment, let's flow to kind of reset. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift. As you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Eric. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you feel like. Take it on your knees, add push-ups, skip it all together. See you back in downward facing dog. Nice, Eileen. Walk it out for just a moment. Feel the aliveness inside of your body. So your body does not speak English. It speaks in sensation. It speaks in energy and pulsation and breath. So get curious what your body's saying. You don't have to figure anything out. You're just tuning in. Take one more inhale, downward facing dog. Push the ground away and lengthen everything. Exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Rise all the way up, arms reach, breathe in. And hands to heart center, breathe out. All right, standing staff, left foot is your base this time. So left foot roots down, right knee lifts up, and then arms reach up. Left foot is your foundation, right knee lifts. Hug in with your inner thighs. I like to imagine I'm zipping a zipper up my midline so everything's hugging in and reaching up, getting taller. Flexion through your right toes, dorsal flexion, so toes back towards your shin. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, slow motion, low lunge. See if you can land with fingers and toes at the exact same time. Make it a playful game. Inhale, come back up. Option to extend right leg and press through your right heel. Try not to lean back. Good. Back and forth at your own pace. So you can go one breath, one movement, or maybe you go 2 breaths per movement. Maybe you grab a warrior 3 on your way down. So your personal exploration, back and forth. Let the heat build in your left leg. Nice, Katie. And stay connected to your center. So feel your strong core. Beautiful. Focused and alert, yet calm and relaxed all at the same time, holding both. Take 1, maybe 2 more rounds. End up in a low lunge eventually. And then from low lunge, no rush, take your time. But you know where we're going. Hands inside left foot, back knee down. So left foot all the way out to the width of your mat. And sometimes I even like to bring mine onto the hardwood floor, even wider than my mat. Back knee down gently. It's really tempting to put all the weight in your hands to take weight out of your legs. Try as best you can to let the weight come back into your legs, into your hips. Let your hips melt and use your hands on the ground just to help you lift your heart up. Breathe. If it helps, you can also pivot your left toes out to the left or roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Just keep your ankle nice and strong. Try not to let it twist or sickle. So rather than letting your left knee fall in, try to press it out and open. Yeah, good adjustment. Hips towards the ground. Lift your heart. About 3 more breaths. Notice, are you tensing up? Are you tightening up? Where could you soften? Good work, friends. All right, last breath. Exhale out your mouth if you want. If you're not already on your hands, come up to your hands, work your left foot to the center of your mat so you're framing your left foot. And then back toes curl under, lift your back knees, strong legs now. Rise up, crescent lunge. So all 10 toes face forward, high on the ball of your back foot. Energetically, back hip pulls forward, front hip pulls back. So you find your longest stance, but then rather than sinking into it, you stabilize, you hug in, you find that strong structure. Your upper body is your expression. So grow into your expression, feel into it, breathe into it. One more inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Back knee bends to a hover. If you want to modify, back knee can always come gently to the ground. If your back knee is hovering, get it as low as you can. And imagine you're trying to drag your backside forward. Pull your front hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs. Twist from your center. Maybe gaze over your left shoulder behind you. Take one last round in this twist. And then take your left forearm behind your low back. Square your shoulders towards the front of your mat. Reach your right arm up and then slightly back. So as you reach back, puff up your chest. Lift your heart high. Good. Low back is supported by the tone in your low belly, navel to spine, like there's a brace around your middle. Take one more inhale. Reach, lengthen. Exhale, right hand down. Beautiful. Left hand down. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Wide-legged forward fold anywhere you want to go. Once again, for about 5, 6, 7 breaths. Just noticing whatever there is to notice. So even if it's uncomfortable, unpleasant, you're just noticing how it feels, knowing that it's temporary, breathing into it, getting curious about it. Even if you're bored, even if you're anxious or frustrated, you're not trying to make any of that go away. You're just noticing, I'm bored right now. Where do I feel boredom in my body? What does it feel like? What do I do when I'm bored? Do my thoughts wander even more? Does my mind get really loud? So that's the yoga. These poses are just helping us connect with ourselves in a deeper way. Last couple breaths. Fingertips to the ground if they're not there already. So bend your knees if you need to, and then crawl your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes forward, back to low lunge. And then just step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. And from plank, Vashisthasana, side plank. Left hand is your base this time. So roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Feet can be stacked or staggered. Imagine you're karate kicking the outer edge of your left foot into the ground. And lift your hips really high. Maybe right arm forward, bicep next to your ear, and feel the length in your right side. Beautiful. Maybe right leg floats up. So your own variation today in this moment, and feel it. Last big breath. Plank or modified. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Spread your fingers, push the ground away. Strong straight line, lower as you exhale. 3, 2, 1. Staying low. Baby cobra, lift with your back straight. And this time, go ahead, lift your hands, reach them back, and lift your feet. But rather than widening your legs, hug in with your inner thighs. So imagine you're trying to rotate your inner thighs in and up towards the ceiling. You can stay here in locust pose, or maybe interlace your fingers, or possibly take your full floor bow, bend your knees, reach back, grab your ankles or the tops of your feet. Wherever you are at, Inner thighs hug in. Breathe down into your belly. Lift your heart. Try not to crank your neck. So feel your neck as an extension of your spine. Last big deep breath. Inhale. Job. Exhale. Let it go. Ah. And rest your head to either side. You can rock your hips a little bit back and forth. Maybe windshield wiper shins. If you windshield wiper your shins, knees nice and wide. In your next few rounds, downward facing dog. Reconnect Ujjayi breath, strong and powerful. There's Ujjayi breath, it's powering you from the inside, it's holding you, it's like a buoyancy. It's also calming, regulating to your nervous system. Slow, steady. Inhale your left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Peel your left hip open. So bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. Feel your left hip like a hinge on a door, and your left leg is the door. It just swings open. So try not to sink into your right shoulder, your right hand. Shoulders are strong, and this mobility is coming from your left hip. Squeeze the outside of your left butt cheek. One more inhale, lift a little higher. Good, Lizzie. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can. Cross your body. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Nice, Carly. Open your hip. And left to left. Aim for your armpit. If you want, you can add a little push-up. Bend your elbows. Don't let your butt drop down. Inhale takes you back up. And then last one, everybody, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly and softly step through low lunge. From your low lunge, move straight into a standing split position. So left foot is your base. Right leg lifts, just like a one-legged forward fold. So your neck can relax. Nice, Danny. Feel the connection to your center rather than feeling like, oh, there's so much weight in my left leg. See if you can use your strong core to lift you up. See if you can use your right leg to lift you. Spread your right toes. One more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your right knee into the back of your left knee. Both knees bend. Inhale, re-extend. If you want, you can take a little handstand hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. Yes, get small and compact. All the way to empty. Inhale, re-extend. Little hop if you want. And then this is the last one, Shiva squat. This time, stay here. Pause here. Left hand reaches up to grab the shoelace side of your right foot. If you're like, I think this is good for me, you can stay here, totally fine. Otherwise, playfully start to rise. Root into your left foot. Once you feel like you've got some balance, your gaze is focused, start to work your twisted dancer. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Inner thighs hug in, heart lifts. Beautiful. If you fall out, cool, meet yourself right there. And then see if you might be able to come out the same way you came in. So back to a Shiva squat position. Nice, Eric. Let go of your foot. Inhale, right leg high one last time. Lengthen. Amazing. Forward fold. Sit your right foot down. Give your left leg a little shake out, or both legs a little shake out. Pedal out your heels. Big toes touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl. Tiny little potato bug ball. Small and compact. Maybe give yourself a hug. And then if you want, just for fun, you could play with a toe stand. So balancing on your tiptoes, you'll point your knees straight forward as you hug in with inner knees, inner thighs, inner ankles, hands to heart center. If you're in toe stand, you want to play more, see if you can take your knees out really wide, press your heels together. And then bring them back. Yeah, laughter is good. Couple more breaths, wherever you're at. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift, heels down, spine long, widen your feet if you would like. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way up, arms overhead, high mountain pose. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, breath to movement for just a moment. Inhale, reach up, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, up and over towards the window, side body stretch. Inhale through center, switch your grip. Other side, up and over, exhale. Inhale, back to center. Little baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms, navel to spine, protects low back as you open. Inhale, re-extend, realign, high mountain pose. Feel into neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Stick your butt out. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Beautiful, lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you want to. See you back in downward facing dog. Good breathing. All right. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And open your right hip. Stay here, or if you'd like, option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, heart forward. Yes, lift your hips. Breathe down into your belly. Feel your strong back muscles hug around your spine. One more in breath. Good job. Come back, three-legged dog. Extend your right leg high. So if you need to set your right foot down, then re-extend. That's totally fine. Moving into a pigeon pose. So right shin to the top of your space. Gently bring your body to the ground. If you know this pose works better for you on your back, perfectly fine with me. Take it on your back or even in a seat. Otherwise, if you're in regular pigeon, try to set up the structure first. So if you've heard me say this a million times, you're gonna just ignore me. But try, especially if you're one of those people that can just plop down into pigeon, try not to do that. So pull your right hip back and up, like that invisible rope is now attached to your right butt cheek. And as you pull your right hip back and up, your heart moves forward and down. As your heart moves forward and down, if you now want to go a little deeper without collapsing into your hips, you can just scoot your back knee back a little further. So yes, it does feel a little bit like you're coming out of the pose, but what you're actually doing is you're creating that strong structure first. So if you have hypermobility in your joints, it's really easy to just plop and sink into your joints, but it's not doing anything good for your body. It's actually probably doing more harm than good. You're pulling on tendons and ligaments. So what we are doing when we pull our right butt cheek up and back and lift our hips up, we're plugging the femur bone into the hip socket. We're stabilizing the joint so we can safely stretch the muscle around it. I know it might be different, but just get curious. See what's there. Take about 4, maybe 5 more breaths. Open mouth exhales are always welcome. Good awareness, everyone. Very nice. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. Hold in that fullness, extra little sip. And then out your mouth, sigh. Yes, Kate. Slowly lift your upper body. And we're actually going to come into a seated position. So nice and easy. Let your hips open and just, now you can plop onto your right butt cheek. Swing your left leg around. For a second, just take your legs out. Give them a little shaky shake. Keep your left leg extended. Bend your right knee, foot to the ground, and then step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Your left leg can either stay extended, or if you prefer, bend your left knee, left heel towards your right butt cheek. Try to keep both of your sit bones on the ground. Hug your knee in and puff up your chest. Inhale. Reach your right arm up. Get even taller, and whenever you're ready, just twist to your right. Right hand comes down behind you. And if you like to take the variation with your left elbow on the outside of your right knee or a bind, feel free. Sit up as tall as you can. Breathe all the way down into your belly. All the way to empty as you exhale and twist. Last couple rounds. Bottom of your next exhalation, unwind your upper body. Bring both of your hands off the left side of your mat and let your back round. Feel like you're taking a little bow, crown of your head towards the ground. Your right butt cheek can lift. This should feel good. Breathe into your low back. Sometimes I even like to push into the ground and try to twist my body even more towards the back of the row. And let it go. Lift back upright. Just for funsies, don't move your legs yet. If your left leg is not extended, extend your left leg. So left leg extended forward. We're just going to play. This is one of my favorite arm balances because it's kind of easier because you have one foot on the ground. So right hand will reach in front of your right knee to grab your left foot. If that's not available, you can grab your ankle, your shin, or wherever you can reach. Your left hand comes off the side of your mat. Simultaneously, I'm going to create a chaturanga with my left arm, step on my right foot, and engage my core, stick my butt out behind me. So just like that, super easy, guys, come on. Yeah, again. Yes, yes, it's called baby grasshopper. So butt back, use your strong core. Amazing, chaturanga with your left arm strong through your shoulder. Oh. And once the love is lost, as my friend James Hardy says, let it go. She remembers when you grabbed her tail. Uncross your legs, give them that little shake out again. It might even feel good to windshield wiper a couple times. We'll meet back in down dog. So if you want to get there your own way, totally fine with me. If you'd like to join me, boat pose, Navasana. Balance on your sit bones rather than rocking back onto your tailbone. Lift your heart as high as you can. You can hold on to the backs of your thighs like me for more support. You could also bring your hands behind you for more support. You can stay right here and hold, or one more inhale here. High boat pose. Exhale, low boat. So everything hovers above the ground. Squeeze your legs together. Draw low belly down. Inhale, high boat, lift. Exhale, low boat, hover. Pull low belly down. Press low back down. Inhale, lift. Two more. Exhale, low boat, hover, squeeze. Good. Inhale, high, lift. Beautiful. Exhale, low. Last one. Squeeze. Pull low belly down. Smile. Inhale, lift. Yee. Cross your ankles, rock forward. If you want, you can hop back. Otherwise, step back, move through a vinyasa, or choose to skip it. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale, left leg to the sky. and open your left hip. Peel it open. Good job. Stay here if you'd like, or flip your dog. Left foot comes down. Nice, Jen. Lift your left arm, reach forward. Imagine your heart is trying to look at this front wall. See if you can let it. Nice, Callie. Beautiful, Liz. One more big, huge inhale, does in the back bend. And then come back, three-legged. Nice, straight left leg high. Inhale. When you're ready, pigeon pose. Left shin to the top of your space. So left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat to get that nice external rotation. And then see if you can find first the structure. Plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. From that place, bow forward. Use your breath. So it's like if you make a fist with your hand really, really hard, so hard that it's shaking. But you can keep that strong fist and just soften within it, soften around it. That's what you're doing in your pigeon pose. You've got the strong structure, just softening within it, softening around it, breath by breath. Ah. Good job, everybody. Take about 4 or 5 more breaths. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. When you think you're full, hold there and see if you can find a teaspoon more of air at the top. Sip it in. Yeah, and then let it out your mouth. Ah. All right, slowly transition into a seated position. So lift upper body, ease your way onto your left butt cheek, swing your right leg around. Both legs out in front of you. Give them a little shaky shake. Right leg can stay extended to begin, and then bend your left knee. Left foot to the ground, step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Choose, do you want your right leg straight here? Or do you want to bend your right knee? Totally up to you. Hug your knee in and get really tall. Puff up your chest. Take your left arm up, breathe in, get even taller. And then exhale, twist to your left. Left hand comes down behind you. Rather than leaning back and putting all your weight on your left hand, try to use your left hand to help you sit up even taller. And if you want to, you can latch your right elbow to the outside of your knee. You take the bind. Breathe down into your belly. Use your exhales to twist, twist, twist. Good. Last couple of rounds, you might gaze over your left shoulder. And keep your legs the same. Bottom of your exhale, unwind your upper body, hands off the right edge of your mat. Just take that little bow. So let your spine round, your left butt cheek can lift. Even push into the ground if you want as you curl in. And then lift your upper body. And just for fun now, this is a fun part. Extend your right leg if it's not. Left arm in front of your knee. Reach down, grab hold of your right foot if it's available. If your foot is not available, ankle, shin, or Whatever you can reach. Right hand off the edge of your mat. You guys are already doing it. I can hear you. Go for it. So simultaneously, butt goes back, press into your right hand and step on your left foot. Thanks, Ken. Baby grasshoppers. Yay. Yeah, just have fun with it. It's just a party trick, not really a yoga pose. Good job. When the love is lost, let it go. Uncross your legs, shake them out. Have you seen there's like Thanksgiving memes that it's a pose with your feet around your head and it looks like a turkey. So at least I didn't make you do that today. All right. One more time, guys. Boat pose. So boat pose it out. Balance on your sit bones. If you hate boat pose, you can skip it or use your hands behind you or hold on to the backs of your thighs. Stay here and hold. Or one more time, high boat, inhale. Exhale, low boat, draw navel to spine, press low back down, squeeze everything, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and hover, squeeze, 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 hover, 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 inhale, lift. 2 more times, exhale, low boat, navel to spine, press low back down, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, hover, squeeze, hold here, squeeze, hold, breathe, smile. Yay, let it all go. Relax everything down. It might feel really nice to reach your arms long. And then windshield wipers on your back eventually. So you can tee out your arms or goalpost your arms against the ground. Bend your knees, feet nice and wide at the width of your mat and just side to side. Slowly and intentionally. If it would feel good to stay on one side for a few breaths, please do. And after a few rounds, when you feel complete with your windshield wipers, happy baby pose. In your happy baby pose, as best as you can, try to create a neutral spine rather than rounding a lot. So pull backs of your shoulders down. Try to press your tailbone towards the ground. Maybe you want to extend one leg like you're pulling on a bow and arrow, and then the other, maybe both at the same time. And give yourself about 10 breaths to finish off your own practice in your own way. So any other stretches, any other poses, any other movements that your body is calling for, I don't even care if it's a yoga pose. Whatever your body is needing, go there. And maybe that's going straight into your Shavasana, and that's absolutely fine as well. All right. So slowly, if you're not already there, Start to find your way into your final relaxation. Feel free to put on any extra layers of clothing. You can just let your breath start to dissipate. This is just a thought by one of my most favorite meditation teachers, Cory Muscara. It's about gratitude. He says, gratitude from your mind sounds like this. Thank you for all I have in this life. Gratitude from your soul sounds like this. Thank you for the opportunity to meet who I truly am in this life. Thank you for the opportunity to meet who I truly am in this life. So if we were to feel into that gratitude, just the gratitude to meet who we are in this life, probably would walk around with a lot more gratitude in our bodies and our hearts. So every single thing that happens to us is happening really for us to meet a deeper layer of ourselves. So can you feel into, for these last few moments, can you feel into gratitude? What does gratitude feel like in your body? Not for the things you have, but for who you are and what you are, your connection to that. These last few moments, friends, as I play the different sounds, let the sounds, let the vibrations just move through your body. Feel whatever comes. Let it come. Feel whatever goes and let it go. Just let your body be a wide open space for energy to flow through. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Just start to bring movement back into your body. Wiggle fingers, toes. Maybe it would feel good to give yourself a little massage, temple massage, jaw massage. Eventually roll to either side, fetal position. Just curl into yourself, nurturing way. As you curl into yourself, visualize, use your imagination. Visualize gratitude or whatever came through for you, whatever you're feeling. Just visualize the energy of your practice seeping into your body, integrating in, soaking in some way, shape, or form. I like to see little pieces of stardust just twinkling around and then slowly disappearing, becoming part of me. Use your arms to guide yourself into seated meditation. So right back where we started, notice if anything feels different, if you feel different. Maybe, maybe not, no judgment, just observation. Gather your hand to your heart, either prayer hands or one palm stacked on top of the other. An invitation to close our practice together with one great big collective Om. So Om is just symbolically the vibration of the universe, the sound from which everything came and everything will one day return to. It's technically 3 sounds, so Ah, O, and Try not to worry about what your voice sounds like, but focus more on using your voice, letting it move through your body and express out your mouth as your vibration. So start by just exhaling, empty out, and clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice, fill up. Open your mouth big and wide. Thank you so much for being here, for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. All right, my friends, we did it. Good job. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks, Mandy. Love you.